Okay, everybody say hello to the camera.
Hi.
Angie, go ahead and say hi. I'm Angie.
Hi, I'm Angie.
Sarah.
Hi, I'm Jamie.
Hi, I'm Jonathan.
All right, thank you guys for being here for my speech today. Okay,
You're so welcome.
thank you. All right, this is what I'm holding in my hand. It appears to be a harmless bottle of water, but inside of this water contains some very dangerous substances that I'd like to let you all be aware of. Did you know that our government allows factories to sell their chemical byproducts to our municipal water treatment facilities, which is then added to our drinking water? Did you guys know that? Well, the byproduct that I'm talking about is something that is claimed by the CDC to have improved the prevention of cavities in young children and adults. Yet they also claim that tooth decay remains one of the most common chronic diseases of childhood. This byproduct is a neurotoxin, and it is derived from fluoride. And it doesn't only affect our teeth. Many health professionals have even provided substantial proof that it's contradicted the Center for Disease and Control's claims, the CDC. Water fluoridation is a form of forced medication without the consent of the patient, which is considered an unethical medical practice. Water fluoridation has nothing to do with making our water safe to drink, and it is actually causing our teeth to rot from the inside out, weakening our bones, lowering our IQ levels, and causing cancer. I first became concerned about water fluoridation when I found out that it was used by the Soviet Union inside Russian prisons in order to pacify their inmates and make them docile. Then Adolf Hitler used it in the Jewish concentration camps. And in 1940, the USA adopted water fluoridation nationwide. So I asked myself, why? Why are we using this? And I found out that the risks of water fluoridation greatly outweigh the benefits. The application of fluoride needs to stop immediately. Fluoridating water is unethical, unnecessary, ineffective, and it's dangerous. We as a community need to become aware of this and get involved if we care about our own health and that of future generations. Everyone should be concerned about this issue because it's being paid for by our tax dollars. And most of these chemical byproducts that we put into our water is coming from China's factories, who, by the way, don't even go off of their regulations. They don't follow the regulations that are set for them. They don't follow them. So it's very dirty chemicals. So they don't have to properly dispose of their waste. They just sell their poison to us, and we put it into our drinking water. Okay, now first off, let's talk about what fluoride actually is. If you ask most dentists what's in our water, they'll most likely tell you that it's a pharmaceutical called sodium fluoride. The same stuff that's found in toothpaste, right? However, when you take a closer look at what's really in our drinking water, you'll see that the type of fluoride found in it is called hexafluorosilicic acid. Big tongue twister, yeah? Hexafluorosilicic acid, okay? A waste product from the phosphate industry. This has come about because for the past century, the phosphate fertilizer companies were emitting two very poisonous gases into the environment. They were hydrogen fluoride and silicon tetrafluoride. Eventually, they were required to capture those chemicals because they were being emitted into the air from smokestacks. And they did it with a wet spray, which was water. That water then converted those two poisonous gases into hexafluorosilicic acid. And it's a scrubbing liquor, which is put into tanker trucks and driven all around the country and added into our drinking water. There are many unpurified contaminants which are commonly found in fluoride samples, such as lead, mercury, arsenic, barium, beryllium, cadmium, chromium, copper, nickel, selenium, a whole bunch of really bad stuff. All these are heavy metals, by the way, and they're very toxic, even in low doses. They can kill you eventually. Therefore, when we talk about H2O fluoridation, we cannot exclude the fact that all of these other chemicals are being added along with it. On February 10th, 2014, in the Washington's blog, the Harvard School for Public Health reported in a meta-analysis, researchers from Harvard School of Public Health and China Medical University in Shenyang combined 27 studies and found strong indications that fluoride adversely affects cognitive development in children. Natural News reports that advocates of fluoridated water insist that the chemical additive is good for teeth. But actual science routinely shows otherwise, including a new study by the ADA, or the American Dental Association, confirming fluoride as a toxic substance that actually destroys teeth from the inside out. Dr. Stephen Levy and his team found during their study that fluoride intakes during the first 4 years of a child's life showed significant signs of fluorosis. They went on to warn that infant formulas reconstituted with higher fluoride water can provide 100 to 200 times the amount of fluoride found in just breast milk alone, or cow's milk too. In other words, young children have the highest risk of severe tooth damage from fluoride. Even low ingestion levels cause direct depositing of fluoride into the teeth, the brain, and other bodily tissues and organs, which besides causing fluorosis also causes disorders of the brain and nervous system, kidneys, and bones. The ADA, the American Dental Association, has known this since 2006 and has done nothing to warn us. At this point, we need to accept that fluoride causes serious health problems, and we need to know the full extent of the dangers involved. The main point that I'm trying to make is that our water is being poisoned. In a 2006 study published by Lancet, identified fluoride as an emerging neurotoxic substance that causes severe brain damage. The National Research Council stated that fluorides have the ability to interfere with the functions of the brain and body by direct and indirect means. Like if we wash our hands or if we take a shower, we're getting poison all over us and it's being absorbed in our skin. Another study by Environmental Health Perspectives found a definitive link between fluoride intake and reduced IQ levels. Harvard University researchers identified a link between fluoride and bone cancer. The study found that the highest rates of osteosarcoma, a fatal form of bone cancer, were occurring most in populations drinking fluoridated water. The findings confirmed those of a prior government study back in 1990 that involved fluoridated treated rats. Kidney disease is another hallmark of fluoride poisoning, that is. Multiple animal studies have found that fluoride levels as low as 1 part per million, which is the amount added to most fluoridated water systems, causes kidney damage and several other terrible diseases. The National Research Council also found that fluoride impairs proper thyroid function and debilitates the endocrine system. So if you want to have kids someday, fluoride's going to help definitely prevent that and cause sterility. Yes, experts believe that widespread hypothyroidism today is a result of overexposure to fluoride. Now, the biggest problem that we face is avoiding contact with fluoride. Even if we installed a whole house reverse osmosis system for water filtration, fluoride is still found in all sorts of food and beverages. Not to mention that it is absorbed through the skin every time people wash their hands, take a shower, swim in a pool. It's fluoridated water. It's poisonous. There's simply no reason to fluoridate H2O. Doing so forcibly medicates an entire population with a carcinogenic chemical, a drug. So, there's no way to entirely avoid or even calculate each person's rate of absorption on a daily basis, because we all drink different amounts of water, right? But political pressure and bad science have continued to justify water fluoridation despite the growing evidence showing its dangers. I propose that we put an end to fluoridation entirely. This will be a difficult task, but concerted efforts by citizens, local authorities, and even dentists have resulted in some significant victories, especially the latest victory in the state of Texas, where their slogan, where H2O fluoridation has been drastically reduced due to their slogan, "Get the F out." Now, the capital letter F, it represents the chemical compound of fluorine. Okay? And as we commonly know this chemical to be called is fluoride. I don't know about you, but I think we should follow Texas' lead and get the F out. As of January 2009, over 2,000 medical, scientific, environmental professionals have called for an end to fluoridation worldwide. For the sake of humanity, I urge you all to do the same thing, okay? And if you guys want to learn more about the dangers of fluoride and what measures you can take to end the use of fluoridation and to get it out of your water, please visit www.fluoridealert.org. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you guys being here today.